welcome back to Manatech class again. Okay, in the previous class we have discussed about all the data types, right? So we have covered primitive data types. Now we'll continue non-primitive data types. This is a very short video, and afterwards we can get next topic is operators, and that will cover up to 2 to 3 videos. Okay. I hope you guys understand my class, and if you have any doubts regarding this, you can comment it out. I am surely reply to everyone. Okay? Now let's learn non-primitive data types. Okay? Non-primitive data types. Here there are so less, right? So this means these are the data types that are created by the programmers or provided by the Java to store more complex data. Okay? Yeah, let me write what is non-primitive data type means. These are the data types created by the programmers or provided by the Java to store more complex data. Okay, and now let's start. First one, it is a string. String means it stores the data like text. Okay, it stores text. In a simple manner I am explaining. Okay, example, string name equals to Bhagavan. Let's take this. Okay, example. Yeah, and we have to write our value in double quotations. If we write in single quotations, it gives error because we write single quotations only for the okay, means for character. And println, now we use this and name, then output will be Bhagavan. Okay, and second one, arrays. These stores values of same type. Okay, stores multiple of same types. Okay, means if we are storing numbers, means number data, we have to store only number data. It don't take any characters or strings or something else or float values, etc. Okay, for example, if you see example, you'll get an idea and it will be clear. Int open braces of marks equals to, we have to open curly braces and we'll start 10, 20, 30, and so on. We can write n number of data here. Okay, and we'll close it. Then output, will be marks. We'll get that. Then 20, 30, etc. For now, just know what are these. Okay, in further classes we have to discuss about this in a very deep manner because arrays is a very big topic. Let us discuss third one, class. Means it is a blueprint. Okay, blueprint of an object. Okay, and now example, it is just not an example, like it is a syntax. Okay, I think you guys already know how to write class. In before class we wrote public class main, right? So that is the same thing. This is a declaring of a class where all the full code or other code will be written inside this. Okay, we can declare n number of classes in a code. Class student, open braces, enter, and done, and here code. Okay, and here one more thing you have to observe is after the class declaring the main, right? We used to write main. After the class, the word which will write or declares our class name, it is called a student is a class name. Okay, we have to write our class name starting with a capital letter. If you have two words, means it's all like this. You have to write in small. You should not write in capital letters. Only the starting you have to write in capital. Okay, this is about the class. And finally fourth one, objects. Object is nothing but an instance of a class. Okay, object is an instance of class. Okay, we'll learn about this in further classes, but for now this is more enough. Okay, oh yeah, student std equals to new student and close. This is called an object. This is a class which we have created, and this is the thing which we have created in objects, means to enter a new data. Okay, for now this is about the class, and we have completed all the primitive and non-primitive data types. If you want notes, or else if you want um, handwritten notes or an PDF, comment it down. If you have any doubts, comment it, and I'm damn sure I gonna reply for you all members. Okay, and today's class is completed, and we'll meet in the next class discussing operators. Okay, at then, see you, take care, and bye bye.